So what's up, guys? This is Obedefex, and I want to use this opportunity to do a quick breakdown of the XAUUSD back-to-back trade. Yeah, all was sent in the Telegram community. So if you're not in the Telegram community, you're missing a lot. And the link to the Telegram community is in the bio. So as usual, you know the four main criteria I trade. Directional bias, number one. What do I mean by directional bias? I check where the market is coming from and where the market is heading to. That's what I mean by directional bias. And I check it on what? On the higher time frame. And the next thing I check is what? The market structure. I have a full breakdown of market structure. That's how I look at the structure. When I say market structure, it deals with what? The movement of the market, right? We spoke about it in our previous video, market structure. And the next thing I look out for is what? Liquidity. When I say liquidity, there are several examples of liquidity. We have engineered liquidity, we have structural liquidity, we have inducement, and I also spoke about liquidity in our previous video. And the last and final criteria I choose before entering any trade is my points of interest. I also spoke about points of interest in my previous videos. So today I want to do a quick breakdown as usual, the same four criteria, doing the same thing, repeating the same thing over and over and over again. So without wasting much time, let's get straight into it. Today is 10th, so let's put a mark on the 10th. So this is how it look like. So this is how the day started on XAUUSD. So as I said, the first thing I do is to look out for directional bias. So when I say directional bias, directional bias is where what price is coming from and where what price is heading to. So first thing I did was look at where price is coming from. So this was the structure. What was what? In a downtrend, right? No market structure, well explained. Creating series of lower lows and lower highs, right? And our goal started was consolidating here. So after the consolidation, which is the ranging market, gold was broke out. So anytime when price breaks out, but it leaves liquidity, right? So it left liquidity here, then moved to the upside. So we were expecting this week to tap us in a move, but that unfortunately didn't happen, right? So this is what we were looking at before the day started. This is what gold did. Gold has done this the bullish move. So we are just anticipating a retracement so that we continue the bull trade to the upside, right? So this was the outlook for gold. As usual, when price is moving towards the upside, you just wait, either you use what the breaker block or the other block and trade it to the upside. As easy as that, as simple as that. So this was my outlook for next XAUUSD. I had my directional bias on high, which is 1 hour, looking at where price is heading. So I was anticipating that price will head to here to take out this high. This was what I was anticipating. That's what I was looking at. But if I'm a community, you would know that I exited trade here, because you should know that this was what a sell, this was what an order block, right? This was a sell order block that can possibly move the market to the downside. So as I said, directional bias, you check where price is coming from and where price is heading. So you know that price is heading to this region, but you should consider that price can react or reject it. So in the Telegram community, let me put the Telegram community. In the Telegram community, when price rejects, I'm closing bearish, right? When price rejected, it's like close the trade. After closing, immediately price just down. Right? That's how we do it. So you should know where you enter, where you exit. You should know all this. That's directional bias. Knowing where price is coming from, and knowing where price is heading to. So this was what I was looking at. This was my directional bias. I was looking at either price. If price takes this high out, price takes it out. I'm anticipating that price will actually take out this overall. So this was my overall directional bias for XAUUSD. And as I said earlier, we got trend line. Trend line is for reacting. You don't wait for confirmation on the trend line and take a trade. So I saw this wow trend line.
Feel like the African version of home
alone. Don't trade trend line. We don't use
go give it to me if I don't to handle.
Catch your get that trend line and just go and either you buy or use trend line to confirm the trend that okay, we are still bullish. Okay, we are still bearish. That's what we use trend line for. So this is the trend that was
back just to see it though.
This for our trend line. I'm looking at it because you know that
so can respect it or dog.
Are we bullish or are we bearish? That's all part of directional bias. The market structure. Okay.
Remind them of just who
so we are now done with directional bias.
Forever.
And we are also done with what? We are done with directional bias. And we are done with what? Market structure. The level is what inducement and point of view. So after I knew what I was expecting, I'm anticipating that I was going to just move to the downside and move either to support what's the new high or take out this overall high. This was what I was anticipating actually. This was what I was anticipating. I'm anticipating price to take out this high and take out this high. So that was overall anticipation on what XAUUSD. After that, what you move to what the 15-minute time frame. After that, you just move to either the 15-minute or the 30-minute time frame. I most of the time move to 15 minutes and 5 minutes time frame. I explained that, right? That's where we find what our inducement and our point of interest. We move to the lower time frame to find what our inducement and point of interest. So now we know the four main criteria. We know the directional bias. We know where price is heading to. We know where price is what's coming from. And we move to the next, the market structure. Gold is what bullish, as we confirmed. Gold was bullish. It was what breaking structure. It has actually changed character. At the moment we were checking the market structure, there was a change of character. In our previous video, when we were speaking about market structure, we said after a change of character, we are anticipating what a reversal to the upside. So the same way, when price was moving to the downside, the same way, the market structure, when price was moving to the downside, then we had this consolidative phase, the price was just changed character, right? So you are anticipating that gold will just be creating series of higher highs and higher lows. So this is the lower time frame. And remember, in the 1 hour time frame, this was our bias. Price has moved to the upside. We are just looking for price to retrace and move up again. Remember, this is what we are looking for. This was the overall on the higher time frame. We are waiting for price to retrace and take out this high or take out the overall high. That was our full anticipation on XAUUSD. Okay, so after finding that directional bias, the market structure, it's your responsibility, as I said. So you just check. When price was moving up, the structure still took out, saying mark your point of interest, the breakup block and the other block. So we said if we have 2 points of interest, we are currently looking at our point of interest. If we have 2 points of interest, our first point of interest is other block, and our second point of interest is breakup block. So I said breakup block is what when price, let's say, price takes out this one, this high, right? This one becomes a breakup block, and this one becomes breakup block, and the other block is the one below. So the same thing here, the same thing, nothing changes. We are just applying the same thing. So when price took out this high, when price took out the high, what did you do? We had what this breakup block. The breakup block here is the breakup block, and unfortunately, the breakup block and the other block was they were on the same limit. They were on the same zone. And in our previous breakdown video, we spoke about this, that when the other block and the breakup block are in the same zone, choose the other block. So that was what I was using. Although I was looking, this was what I did. This was the bias. So as you can see it clearly. This was the bias. This was the breaker block, sorry. And this is what the order block, the breaker block and the order block, right? Exactly. So you are going to use the order block. The order block is what the last opposite candle. So you see, before price made the move up. This was the last what opposite candle, which is the bearish candle. Before price moved the upside. So this is what I did. That's because it was sent to the Telegram community. I sent it to the Telegram community. I sent it to the Telegram community.
Out here, I just be immigrants. They know they bad my lingo. In the section, milk then honey. No one beneath, no one there above me. Streets make hot, and my nose all runny. Pray I make it home with this light to my body, cause the darkness cloud.
This was sent to the Telegram community. The same thing I was talking about. I was looking at the order block. This was the breakup block. So price will just start passing and move to the upside. As simple as that. That was what we were checking. So as you can see, price was tap that thing and started rejecting the upside. As simple, we're moving.
So maybe I know
we have several trades. We have the continuation trade.
This isn't a matter
we'll speak
of
about
that's
all
over
of
there.
them. Now let's
this impacts all of us.
We're doing.
The reality is that immigrants have always
so
been
after we found our point of interest, this one we had only one point of interest, right? Because the point of interest is order block and breaker block. They are on the same ways.
Folks back home think I'm rich when they ask me for shit. They get pissed when I tell them I no get.
Right.
Man get bills fast, they want me dead. Nobody say I hit way, I know one spread. Try get low, but I had it prepared. Memories of home, so toss in my bed. I tried.
So the first pullback becomes
to keep it up together when we fine. If I say it's easy, I be lying.
So someone will be buying as this
bitch. I pass skinny really be here. No, they look at me like I'm deserving that you down. When it's all said and done, it's me against the world. An African trying to find a place in the world. And design
okay,
for
so this that's the trap. So people will be buying from me. Lots of people will be buying from me.
I'm not just an immigrant. Blood flowing through my veins.
Lots of people will be buying from the liquidity rate, right? So those who will be buying from the liquidity rate, this is what price will do. You put your stop loss slightly below, right? So liquidity, what will happen? And you'll be targeting the high, right? So you now we said liquidity is what is a trap that fuels the market, right? In our previous video we spoke about it. So price tap you in, liquidity move up, and what takes you out and tap passing, right? So you become the trap. So as I said in liquidity, make sure you don't become the exit strategy. Make sure you don't become the exit strategy. So I knew that zone was what the liquidity region. So those who were buying from there, they would just come and hit the sell capacity. So we're just waiting because trend line is just what? It's just for reaction. We don't wait for confirmation on trend line. So if you are waiting for confirmation to your SL, we just be having this big 250 SL. But we knew what we were doing. We knew that it is going to use what? The order blocks to move. Right? We knew that trend line is just a reaction. So the trend line convinces that enough. Convinced that enough that price is going to move to the upside. So trend line is a reaction. We're using for confirmation. Your stop loss slightly below, which is this. We're using the order block. So the trend line, the stop loss slightly below. And as usual, this was my overall target. But me, I was targeting 1:10 as usual. That's what I love. 1:10. So when price tap that thing, we're currently active. So what should you do? So when you're in the trade, you know that what currency we are bullish, right? You know that you're currency bullish. So you just have to be following the trend. The trend is your friend. You're just going to be waiting for a series of break-up structures. Price should give us liquidity. Either the liquidity is the first pullback. So when the liquidity hits the breaker block, you're just going to use the order block. That's it. And just be continuing the trend to the upside, to the upside, to the upside. Exactly what that's the exact thing I was doing, right? So as soon as we were tapped in, here is it. So as soon as we were tapped in, what did I say? So this is what price did. As soon as we were tapped in, then I was just following market structure. When price breaks structure, I have to be just following it and following the structure. Because we said what when market breaks structure, it symbolizes what continuation. We spoke about this market structure video. So this is it. When price took out this high, the first pullback, what did it do? it mitigated the breaker block, right? And the other block, the opposite candle was smooth. So we just had to wait for price to tap passing. When price tap that in on the other block, they move to the upside as usual. So someone will ask, why was I targeting this high? Why didn't I put my TP here? Okay, the reason why I was targeting was that you see when price is moving the TP level, you should know about it. You also know TP levels. So let's say price is moving in the downtrend, right? Then just change character, change of character. So that means sign of reversal. So what do? You know that it will be taking on highs. It will just be taking on highs and reversing. That's what you in your head. So I knew that, okay, this is what price was doing. This is the downside. Okay, so when price change character, we just when price moves to the upside, because it was to take out this high. As simple as that. Very, very simple. So we just mark that other block. That was what influenced the message. So someone also wait for confirmation. As I said, we spoke about confirmation. Someone wait for confirmation. And when you wait for confirmation, target one is strength. As simple as that. Confirmation. Target one is strength. Simple and easy as that. Because the first two back. Then the first two back.
So much trouble for my mind. Yeah, Lord, save me from mankind. Yeah, Lord, save
okay,
me
so
from
this was sent to the Telegram community. As I was saying, this is how it is, right? So it's what I was pricing to change character to the upside. First go back to the breaker block, and just waited for price to start passing. Stop loss slightly low. And we are just anticipating our price to take out this high. But I knew that was the same way on the higher time frame. Price could possibly react on this other block and move to the downside, right? But someone should target here, anticipate it, and simple as that. Price tap that scene. You see, I even hesitated here because I knew that there was break structure to the upside, lift liquidity. So when it's happening, when price breaks structure to the upside, it left liquidity. But the retracement couldn't tap passing the move to the upside, so we missed that trade. So this is how we missed that trade. So this was a simple setup on XAUUSD. This one was round. So if you miss the major buy, if you miss this major buy, you can continue on this second buy, right? As simple as that. All was sent to us the Telegram community. Simple as that. So price move, the move. Unfortunately, we couldn't hit what our overall target. So someone will say, what did I see? What did I see that made me exit this trade? What is it? Yeah, what did I see that made me see? This was what I was looking at. If price breaks, when price closes was bearish, I'm down for the day and I'm closing. So someone asked, why did I think that? Because when price, when I close, immediately when I close, price down to the downside, and it goes down. Someone asked, why was I down? Why was I close trade? Okay, so look how price was doing. So we said we just follow the structure. You know market structure. As well as market, just be following it. Look at the movement. Don't just wait for your overall. Look at the movement. When I saw that price was currently moving in an uptrend, a new uptrend, price movement before the new uptrend. I was just looking at something like this. That's what I was looking at. Concept trend line was a reaction, right? So this is what I was looking at on XAUUSD. So price did something like this. This is what price was doing. Follow the structure. Then I came to that, I said a couple of weeks. So we're anticipating that price will just pull back and move to the upside. This was the full anticipation on XAUUSD so that I can continue and add another position. And look at what's happening. So as soon as price start, you see there were a couple of weeks here from the news. The news left, there was news at what created. The news left a whole lot of wicks here, which is telling that there is a bunch of liquidity. I was telling them, my community, that the news left what a whole lot of liquidity. The news has left a whole lot of liquidity in the market. So just be cautious. You see, I said price respecting key zones, still waiting for confirmation. Liquidity all over. So after the news, liquidity was everywhere. So if you don't wait for confirmation, you just take it out. You just use that. So as you soon as price tap, this one I had my other blog on my 1 minute time frame, but I didn't do it because I wanted to confirm that would we hold with this hold, as you can see. Which I could have bought to the upside, but no, I didn't. But as I just showed you, I went to the 1 minute for that. For that other block. So I said that you should also be waiting from one time to the other. So I was anticipating that if price comes to this zone, which is the other block, but the trend line is a reaction, it's just giving another confluence that we are seeing an uptrend. It's not an uptrending trend line. It's a reaction that's okay. We are seeing a bullish trend. The price tap the other block I didn't enter. So on this push, price was using to move above. So I was like, okay, if price goes to bullish, then there's a high possibility that price will change, will break out to this downside. When price move to the downside, you know that what give a first move to the downside, just wait for price to tap break up block. I wasn't fully active at that time. I was just off the chart. You just wait for price to tap this other block and continue with the trend and follow the downtrend. You see, it's just as simple as that. So you just have to make the trend your friend, and you should be able to see signs of reversal, change of character. That's why you have to master market structure, because for pairs like gold, they are very volatile. They change directions anytime, so you just have to always focus on the direction, although you have the overall. That's why I have now what do I have two on all these. You see, I have gold 1, 2. So when I do my analysis here, when I do my analysis and everything, I know my direction, my overall direction, what I'm checking. Then I move here. You see bias, I've named it bias. You see, then I just move here to the next one. Then I'll just be following the bias. That's what you should do. When you have your overall setup, then you just be following bias, because gold is very volatile. So after you get your bias, and just after you get your setup, you enter your trade. You just be following the bias. As soon as I saw that price was currently having a high possibility, I don't need to make a brother just to get money. I know I'm being alone, but why they get funny? As simple as that. So you know where to exit and where to hold your trade. People break sweats, but they barely get their wet. So that's why I be humble, cause sure you give me the text. She didn't hear I'm in my voice, I be tensed. I don't know who to trust, I don't know who deserve it. All these shit they say they're friends, who feature what their friend is. Found life in a pen, guess I'm dying a legend. Arthur, really don't put me down to 7. They used to back every second. Now I got it for days. Bring your favorites, my little homie spin around them for days. Yeah, I jump out of school, where I drop into grades. They all boys, she can't say I make my minimum wage. Breaking out of my cage, my lifestyle be complicated. Breaking out of my maze, my peculiar ways. Alright, your fingers so put that shit in my face. So you always on your phone to the screen, you be slave. I was born this way. So this is what I have to do on both, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you found this video, changed your perspective about the market, if you found it educating, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. This is the same thing I do over and over again. I just repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again. As simple as that. Don't complicate trading. Just follow the structure and let the trend be your friend. Peace out.